Hey, this is Charlie. Today we're talking about something more important than your grandma's secret pie recipe. Being prepared. You never know what life's gonna throw your way, right? Could be a hurricane, tornado, or a zombie apocalypse. Could be an impending dock strike that would stop supply lines. Now, I ain't saying you gotta build a bunker and start stocking up on canned goods like a doomsday prepper. Though, hey, no judgment here. But a little preparation goes a long way. We're talking about being ready for anything. From a flat tire to, well, let's just say I've learned my lesson about keeping a spare pair of pants at the studio. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're going to walk you through the ABCs of being prepared. And trust me, it's going to be more fun than watching paint dry. You might even crack a smile or two. All right, folks, first things first. The emergency kit. This ain't your grandma's sewing kit, though having a needle and thread handy ain't a bad idea either. We're talking about a bona fide 72-hour survival pack, ready to rock and roll when disaster strikes. Think of it like this. You're stuck in a storm, the power's out, and all you got is a can of cold beans and a flashlight with dead batteries. Not exactly a recipe for a good time, right? So what do you need in this magical kit? Well, water's number one. You can go a few days without food, but water? Not so much. Aim for a gallon per person per day. Next up, non-perishable food. And no, I don't mean that bag of stale chips you've been hiding in the pantry. Think canned goods, protein bars, jerky, stuff that'll stick to your ribs and keep you going. Don't forget a first aid kit, a hand crank weather radio, a flashlight, with fresh batteries please, and a whistle to signal for help. Oh, and throw in a deck of cards or some dice. Trust me, nothing says survival like a rousing game of Go Fish during a power outage. Know you've been a good friend. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, money. I know, it's about as exciting as watching grass grow. But trust me on this one. Being financially prepared is like having a secret weapon against life's little curveballs. Ever had your car break down right after payday? Yeah, me too. It's enough to make you want to pull your hair out, ain't it? That's where our good friend, the emergency fund, comes in. This ain't your treat yourself fund or your new pair of shoes fund. This is your oh crap, my life is falling apart fund. Aim to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses stashed away. I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And hey, while we're on the subject of money, let's talk about insurance. I know, it's like buying a lottery ticket you hope you never win. But here's the thing. When disaster strikes, insurance can be the difference between getting back on your feet and losing everything. All right, let's be honest, folks. You don't want to be the person huffing and puffing just trying to outrun a squirrel, do you? Keeping yourself in tip-top shape ain't just about looking good in a swimsuit. It's about being ready for anything. Think of it like this. Your body is your own personal superhero suit. You got to keep it fueled up and ready for action. That means eating your fruits and veggies, getting enough sleep, no more late-night talk show binges, and moving that body. I ain't saying you got to become a marathon runner or a bodybuilder. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. But even just a little bit of exercise each day can make a world of difference. Go for a walk. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Chase your dog around the park. Whatever gets you moving and grooving. Now let's talk about your humble abode. It ain't just a place to hang your hat and watch TV. It's your sanctuary, your safe space. And just like any good superhero headquarters, it needs to be prepared for anything. First things first, fire safety. Make sure you got working smoke detectors on every level of your home and test them regularly. And for crying out loud, please tell me you have a fire extinguisher. Next up, know how to shut off your utilities, gas, water, electricity. When disaster strikes, you don't want to be fumbling around in the dark trying to figure out how to turn off the water heater while your basement's flooding. And finally, let's talk about security. Now, I ain't saying you got to turn your home into Fort Knox, but a little bit of security goes a long way. Invest in some good locks, consider a security system, and be aware of your surroundings. Last but not least, let's talk about the most important tool in your preparedness arsenal, your mind. When life throws you a curveball, and trust me it will, you want to be as cool as a cucumber. Now, I ain't talking about being some kind of emotionless robot. It's okay to feel your feelings, but it's how you deal with those feelings that makes all the difference. That's where mental resilience comes in. Think of it like this. Your mind is a muscle, and just like any muscle, it needs exercise to get stronger. Meditation, mindfulness, even just taking a few deep breaths, these are all like push-ups for your brain. So there you have it, folks. Be prepared in every part of your life and you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. From emergency kits to financial planning, physical fitness to home safety, and the all-important mental resilience, we've covered it all. Remember, being prepared ain't about living in fear. It's about taking control and empowering yourself to handle whatever life throws your way. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more tips. Stay safe, y'all.